Okay, alright guys, welcome back. For this tutorial, what we are going to see, so far we have created a system that only gonna check the information about the username. Okay, here it checks whether that particular the username that the user have entered is valid or not, and this function here is gonna make sure that whether the account is activated or not. Okay, this is what we have done so far. So for instance, just let me open my database here, localhost / php my admin. Okay, so I guess it's responding. Okay, yeah, it's responding. So there is a database which is called userid here, and there is a users table here. So there is only one user here. So for instance, if I supplied a username that doesn't exist, for instance like this, and a password like this, the R is going to say the user is invalid. It's going to make sure that whether this username exists or not. The other thing is going to be I supplied the correct username, but if my account is inactive, for this case it is 0 here, so it's going to say your account is not activated. Okay, so password like this, it says you don't activate your account yet. So if I came here and edit, and if I came here and insert one here, and then go here, and if I came again and refresh this page and type password here, my array is going to be empty. I will not have any error. So let me get this thing as, yeah, let me do it. It's activated. It's no problem here. So we have verified all the information about the username. Then we have to make sure about the password and the username as well. So I'm going to have an else statement here, and I'm going to create a function which is called login. Okay, which is going to take both the username and the password. So if this is false, okay, if it returns false, I want to append another error to the user which says your username and password combination is invalid. Okay, I want to append this string to this array here. But else, I want to do something. For instance, I'm gonna get a user ID from here, and on the init.php I need to start a session here. So I'm gonna start a session by making session start. Okay, then I have initialized this thing, and I have inserted this login, and on the else statement I'm gonna make a session variable, and I'm gonna store the user ID for every particular user. I'm gonna create a session with a user ID. That's the way that I'm gonna keep them log in to their entire login time. Okay, so to make this function, let me jump here to my functions folder, and then create a function which is called a login that's going to accept the username and the password. So how I'm going to achieve this thing, I'm going to create a function that's going to get a user ID from a username. I already have supplied the username here, so I can get the user ID from this username. So how can I achieve that? I'm going to create a function which said username from user ID. Okay, I'm going to create a function like this. Okay, then I'm gonna pass the username here, and I'm gonna get the user ID. So how I'm gonna get the user ID? I'm gonna create a query. Before that, I have to sanitize this username so that I will not be SQL injected. So I'm gonna say username, and I'm gonna make sanitize. Okay, and pass the username here. Okay, so the query is gonna be like this. I'm gonna select I'm gonna select the user ID from the users table where the username is equals to the sanitized username here. Okay, so sweet. Okay, then I'm gonna say MySQL query, and used my simple trick here by cutting this old part and pass this thing here. Okay, then I don't need this code here. Just I'm gonna put this code here. Then I guess I'm not gonna need a semicolon. Okay, then what I will do, I'm gonna pass my SQL result. Okay, then what did I need to get? I need to pass the query here. I'm gonna count rows from a 0, and then what information did I need to get? I need to get the user ID from the username, right? So if this thing equals to, or simply I can come here and return. That's all I need, I guess. Okay, so I can simply get the user ID from here. Okay, just let me stop here for this tutorial because it's gonna take a longer time than I expected. Then just keep on subscribing, keep on watching this tutorial. On the next tutorial, we're gonna make this login function, and we're gonna log in the user in by creating the session. Till we meet on the next tutorial, keep on liking, keep on subscribing, keep on loving tutorials. See you guys. Ciao.